Permanence of hybrid work really has been a major challenge for the Bay Area metros, especially for San Francisco. According to commercial real estate firm CBRE, first quarter of the year office vacancy rate in the city reached nearly 37%. Walking around downtown, it's not uncommon to hear things like the area is a ghost town during the day. But the discussion of office vacancy rates really dominates the narrative. Obviously, it's integral. It's one of the big pieces of the puzzle, but it's not the only one.
There's about 2 people here today, and that's crowded. So.
Perhaps it's just Mary Fitzgerald's bus stop. Or perhaps it's indicative of the bigger picture in San Francisco.
Hi, good morning.
But her commute across the city to her downtown office is a breeze. When she goes to the office, that is.
I'm here 2 days a week. My office is open 3 days.
In the pre-pandemic world, Fitzgerald probably would have done this commute every day, working and spending a lot of time downtown. But the pandemic-induced hybrid work model has stuck around, and adapting to that continues to be a challenge for downtown San Francisco, during the Monday to Friday work hours at least.
I think the town's still a little quiet, a little sleepy. It's like not everyone's in office Monday morning. I think randomly Wednesday is now the most crowded day to be in office and to go.
Her assessment is spot on. The University of Toronto's School of Cities has been tracking downtown recovery progress for several years now by utilizing cell phone data, not just office vacancy rates, to compare recent population patterns to pre-pandemic numbers. And of the cities they track, the downtown San Francisco area remains one of the slowest cores to recover during the Monday to Friday working hours of 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. It's at about 56% of pre-pandemic activity levels. Dr. Karen Chappell chalks a lot of it up to hybrid work becoming the norm and not a Band-Aid.
It's a moving target, which is why we have to keep studying it, right? Because it's still in flux.
But when the evening rolls around, something changes. The activity downtown, per the cell phone data, surges from 56% to 94% of pre-pandemic activity, painting another part of the picture of downtown's recovery. Like the picture of John Constance's experience in Union Square on weekday evenings.
John's Grill has seen a massive influx of foot traffic, locals and tourists alike.
On this weeknight,
Please welcome.
People were in and out of his restaurant all night. There were walk-ins to the classic San Francisco restaurant.
We've never left this location. We've been at 63 Ellis Street for 116 years.
But also, plenty of reservations on the
I
books.
see a lot of business meals here jotted down. I see a lot of couples and some large parties.
Constance says he noticed things beginning to change last year.
We actually had one of the best years on record last year. Our sales have gone up, actually, here at John's Grill.
While Constance can only speak to his experience,
I think the bar and restaurant business is seeing a major uptick here in the downtown area. I talk to people all the time. I'm here 6 to 7 days a week, and people are asking, where do we go next? Where's the next stop on the list? So people are just excited to go out and experience San Francisco and downtown.
some of them tourists, some locals. Fitzgerald says on the days she's in the office,
People stay, definitely lingers past, 5, 6 o'clock at my office just because we don't get together all that often. Thank you.
although the workday activity in the downtown area is still slow to recover, she says it is slowly but surely trending upwards.
The streets are definitely a bit more crowded. The buses are a bit more crowded in that middle of week kind of point. We now have people coming in from our Marin area or South Bay area.
Fitzgerald is a fan of the hybrid work model. It works well for her. However, she is aware that it does pose challenges for businesses that once relied on the office crowd. But living with that reality, she sees this moment as one ripe with opportunity for San Francisco.
It's an incredible place to be. I'm happy everyone's getting back, and I just can't wait for more people.
A key ingredient of a comeback. So a little bit over a year ago, I had a conversation with Dr. Chappell about downtown San Francisco's recovery. At that point, she had said San Francisco seemed to be stuck. I asked her the same question. Here's what she said.
I don't think San Francisco is stuck. I think we're seeing the seeds of the comeback, and we're seeing a hint of what San Francisco will be 10 years from now.
Tomorrow we'll take you downtown Oakland, where we'll introduce you to a restaurant owner who says opening up for lunch right now just does not make financial sense, but dinner and drinks, that's a different ballgame, Reed.
I actually read an article not long ago that this was the same headline about San Francisco in the 1980s. And look, San Francisco innovated, bounced back. This will happen again.
That's what we'd like to see. It would be great for San Francisco and really the Bay Area
Right.
if we can continue forward momentum in San Francisco. We'll see what they can do.
That's right. Maybe borrowing ideas from Oakland as well.